Jackie Trade mug joined. Chef Hector. Hey, Chef Hector, what's going on? So good to see you. Thank you for the congrats, Bugs. Thank you so much. I'm actually going to introduce myself a little bit, and if you can please just stay still, Bugsy, if you feel like coming on, if you feel presentable. Oh, wow. You used my coffee for an espresso flan. Yo, Chef Hector, are you available to come in and talk to me? Call Robbo. If you don't leave my Facebook page, I'm going to cut you in the face when I see you. I can't threaten people on my Facebook Live. Yes, I can. Hey, Carl, what's happening, babe? You in love with the cocoa? With the cocoa? Chef, let me know if you feel like joining in. Please do a join request because I'd love to talk to you on my live, while I'm talking to my people. To my Facebook people, hello. I'm Monifa Lemons Jackson, owner. Thank you, Bugs. I appreciate you. Co-owner and co-operator of Carl, shut up. I can't take you. Of Haiku Coffee 575. The rest of the owners of Haiku Coffee 575 are over there. Y'all say hi.
Hi.
That's them. That's the other owners. We are an LLP, Limited Liability Partnership. The girls are there. Thank y'all so very much. I need my water on. Uh-oh. It won't come on. Oh, you didn't plug it all the way up. Okay, there we go. Oh, there you go. Okay, so y'all know what we're going to do. Tonight we're doing what? Coffee. What kind of coffee did you give me, Saray, this time? What's in that bag? That is Ethiopian Yogurt Chefe. What kind? Dark? Medium?
Dark.
Dark. So tonight we're going to have the Ethiopian coffee. Okay, Chef, I'm talking to Bugs probably for a few minutes, and then we'll bring you in a little bit later. Thank you, ladies, for everything. No Everybody on the screen thanks you as well. No and then we're gonna get started on our live. For those of you who are still here, again, I'm Monifa Lemons Jackson, co-owner and operator of Haiku Coffee 575. We are a local coffee company. We roast coffee right here in Columbia, South Carolina. We roast every week. I roast on Friday night, Saturday morning. So when I roast my coffee and I sell it to you on Saturday morning, you don't even have to open it for a while if you don't want to. It is still fresh coffee. Coffee's supposed to sit for a little while it's working and getting its little groove on. So when I sell you my coffee, it's supposed to make you really, 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 really happy because it's so fresh, and that's what it is. So I'm looking at two screens, you guys. I'm gonna try to remember to look at both screens. I hope everybody. I gotta hit the share button over here. Bugsy, I'm gonna hit the share button over here, and after I do that, I am gonna come on in here and talk to you. So I'm bringing you on right now, Bugs. All right. Hopefully he's coming on, right? There he is. There he is. This guy. This guy. What's up, this guy?
Watch a little more talking Noriega. Drink champs.
You doing drink champs today? I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do it this week. I was looking at a little, you know how they do, they put the little snippets out first and then they give you the full. So I was like, I'm gonna watch it. Give me 1 second. Let me grab this spoon here. The girls, of course, gave me everything but what I needed. I love them. But now I was looking at her. I saw the little pieces of her. Tanisha says that I should be adding my talks of hip hop into my Soda City stories, and I said I'm just not ready yet.
Yo, you got the story.
I'm not ready yet.
It's all right. Whenever you're ready, you got the story.
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Whenever whenever you ready.
If we start talking about hip hop, it's gonna be a problem. I'm not ready.
You got knowledge.
It's gonna be
You got skin in the game.
It's gonna be an issue. You know what I'm saying? I totally want to tell you how much. Hey, y'all see this? I totally want to tell you how much I appreciate you joining me here, because it really means a lot to me. I mean, especially a brother like you with all that following you got, bruh. I said it.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it back.
As I told a young artist who has his first gallery at 413 Pendleton, named Malik Green. We used to work together. He has his own exhibit downtown.
I hope my people can hear you. On Facebook, on Facebook, I'm talking to Bugsy Calhoun, local poet, host of everything in Columbia that you would like to see with poetry. No worries. Just
Yeah.
What's up, C Success Bakery? Hello. I'd love to talk to you. Inbox me, C Success. But you was talking to him and he said what?
You know how it does. You know how it does. Sometimes you feel like ain't nobody watching, nobody listening until a bunch of people pull up. But I'm so proud. I was so happy that you sold. And when I know you sold that last bag, but you out here sling. I mean, I told people at my job, I was like, listen, y'all ain't doing nothing Saturday. Go down to Soda City and go get all the coffee that's on the table.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
wait. Go get all the coffee.
yes.
Mo Valdez.
Mobile.
Juan first cousin on his mama's side.
Are you gonna call me Mo Valdez?
Yeah, you out here slinging the 575 Haiku Coffee.
I swear before the Lord, if you make that public, I will pass out. That would be so funny, Bugs. Mo Valdez?
Hey, I'm uber proud of you. That's all I can say.
I'm not in charge of that name, man. I'm not in charge of that name. I'm telling you right now.
You're going to have to get a t-shirt going for that and have the 575 Haiku Coffee going. Yeah, I'm just proud. I see you got your banner. I see you step out. It's a beautiful thing when you sit down and you manifest something from your mind and then it transcends. And then people giving you flowers while you getting to breathe and smell your flowers. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm so proud. And I heard you tore down the State House as you should. As you should. I had stuff to do that day. John,
You did. You was the only thing missing, yo. You were the only thing missing that day.
Yeah, John asked me to come. I said I forgot I host Mint every Thursday.
Yeah.
I get paid to do a show every Thursday. So
Absolutely, and we can't. Yeah, knock the hustle. What else is going on with you right now? I know you're doing Mint on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the CD.
Well, yeah, my wife's CD is about to come out. She put it out. It's called Fire and Desire. Shout out to Big Bailey. We recorded it right here at the house.
All right.
I'm on it. I open up the CD, do some skits with her, do a little beatboxing on there. She allowed me to get on there. She asked me to get on there, so we collaborated a little bit. Shout out to Moses West. We got booked to do a feature for his Red Light Special show in Jacksonville on the 25th.
All right, Mos.
Went down to Birmingham.
Yeah.
The Queen the Poetess at my Majesty Lounge.
Beautiful.
We were King Slim.
Hector, I see you. Stay on standby if you could. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosto. I miss
We were
Mosto.
doing We Kings 3.
Yes.
So the first host was Tavis.
Okay.
The second host was Blues.
Yeah.
Third host will be Sean Judah.
Wow.
And we're honoring Fred Shuttlesworth, James Bevel, and Ralph David Abernathy.
Okay.
I mean, they don't get the burn. Like, everybody talks about MLK and Jesse. They don't talk about Bayard Rustin. They don't talk about Andy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about Aretha Franklin's dad. They don't talk about...
What did you owe them?
All the people that had MLK's back there allowed him to be great.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do We Were Kings 3.
I love it. I love it. Please, please, please tag me on that. When you put it on the story, tag Haiku Coffee. If I can send anybody a bag of coffee as part of their prize, you know I'll do it. I'm down for whatever it is that you need.
Bet it up.
I'm down for whatever you need. First 25 customers get samples. Whatever you want to do. Just let me know. I'll send it with you. It's nothing. You know? It's nothing. I would love the promotion, but for me, that's as long as I'm helping push you while you help push me. That's how we family, and that's how we do. What up, Odom? I see Odom in the room on Facebook Live. My boy Odom, say word. Say word. I just want to say thank you to all my poetry family who has been supporting. We actually have a poetry ambassador this month. Is Blues. And so I'm lining up the website now. I'm going to be putting the link in here today. So that's part of my surprises today. Is we are announcing that Blues is our first poetry ambassador. Blues wrote me some beautiful poems, and we're going to be putting them on cups. And he is the first time I'm going to be doing. He's also the first time I'm going to be doing a blend. I'm doing a blend for blues.
A blend.
A blend for blues. A blend for blues. Okay. With his little face on it, he had nerve to send me pictures of him. I was like, if you don't send them, I'm going to take them. And if I take your pictures, I'm going to take the ones I want.
Yeah, take the one that was on Tavin's shirt.
Right, I'm going to take the one I want. If I take pictures, I'm going to take the one I want. If you don't send me your art, I will take the one I want, and we'll work from there.
Laptop, the favicon part.
Yes. So we're gonna drop all of that tomorrow morning. Y'all make sure y'all look out. Today, what we're doing in the French press is our Ethiopian Yirge Shefe, our dark blend. This is the one that wakes you up, but it is 7 something. But I got other things to do tonight, so I'm gonna be fine with this one. Y'all already know we only deal with African beans, straight from the motherland. Found something out last week. Did not know. Every bean that you see that's in Colombia, Colombian beans, Puerto Rican beans, Dominican beans, all those beans were stolen from the Dutch. Stolen by the Dutch and by colonizers and moved out to other countries. Everything that you're drinking at all times when you're drinking coffee from whatever country you think you're drinking it from, you really are drinking coffee from Africa. All day, every day. So we're going to be working on that.
Isn't that like anything else?
Anything else? Same thing? Same thing? We're doing the same thing?
Like comes from Africa.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing. So I just wanted to bring that in, man. Listen, before we go, tell me how we can get the CD, and tell me how we get tickets for Thursday nights at Mint.
Oh, Thursday nights at Mint is free 99 at the door. Sometimes we might feed you for the free. So we got 4 features coming up. Anointed Misfit is Thursday. We got Fantasia next week. We got Tamika Terrell at the end of the month. And then we're doing a CD release for my wife, Winter Storm, on the 1st of August. And to get my CD, you can go on bandcamp.com and you get all 5 CDs that's available. Mm-hmm. And Karen's CD, a.k.a. Winter Storm, is everywhere. Distro Kid. So Fire and Desire is be on Spotify, Tidal, Facebook, Your House.
Winter Storm, Fire and Desire.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And we have our open mic this Saturday. Mm-hmm. No, next Saturday. Saturday, the 24th, at the House of Hathor.
You should smell that. You gotta smell that.
Yeah.
Smell that right
there. Steam. I see a facial.
Ah, I love it. Facial. Yeah, I passed House of Hathor today. House of Hathor, North Main, right there. They got all of it. They got what you need. I love it.
I'm trying to get Dr. Umar Johnson to make an appearance there.
I love it. I love it. I want to send a request. Chef Hector, are you still out there? Listen, Bugs, I want to tell you I love you. I want to tell you thank you for coming on. I want to invite you next Tuesday. Every week you are invited to Soda City Stories. I'd love to sit down and tell some stories with you. It'd be fun.
It will be.
You know?
We got some stories to tell. Sis.
We got some stories to tell, man. And if you get a moment, come down. I know you be working, but send the baby, send anybody.
I'm coming. Yeah, I just don't be off most Saturdays. But
I'm always in the same spot, though. I'm at 1401 every week, 1401 Main. I'm right in front of that building, okay?
Yeah, it might be another surgery coming, so I might have some time off, unfortunately.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to work on that.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you more, sweetheart pie. I really do.
Peace and blessing.
Always. Peace and blessing, baby. All right, y'all. We want to thank Bugsy Calhoun for coming out and visiting us. Bugsy is one of my brothers, and when I say brother, I mean it. When I say brother, I really, really mean it because, when you family, you go through this thing, that thing, or the other thing. But when you really family, when you are really family, when you go through something, you can come back and literally, make things work because the family needs you to. And one thing about my mother was she would always tell me, I don't care what's going on at the school. Thank you so much, sweet success. Let me know if you want to get on and talk to me for a minute. But my mother used to tell me all the time, I don't care what's going on at the school. You and your sisters stick together. I don't care if y'all was fighting all the way to the school. I don't care if y'all were fighting all the way up to the school. When y'all get to the school, y'all better act right. So, have me and my brothers in the poetry world and sisters in the poetry world always got along? Nope. But we can talk about us, but y'all better not. Because we don't play that. God, that Ethiopian. That's that Ethiopian Yoga Chef. Y'all know what it is. Haiku Coffee, 575. 575.com. Y'all go check it out. Not now. After this is over, because I don't want to upset anybody. Let me put that in here too. I'm my own producer up in this piece. HaikuCoffee575.com. Y'all get in there and shop a little bit, do a little bit. So this week's story, let's get to it. This week's story was absolutely amazing. Amazing. I always have a story to tell you. I know I'm going to tell a story every week. And this week's story is pretty good for me. It's what I truly love. So I was minding my own business at Soda City. This week I listened to a person that told me to do something. And when I tell you the blessings came down, they just came down. So last week, a friend of mine who actually runs all of Soda City, and when I say friend, I call him a friend because he's a really good, mentor, a really good person to talk to about business. And he runs in the brother. Let's say the brother. He's not black, but he's a brother of mine. He runs Soda City. He came up to me and he told me, he says, I need you to do a couple of things. I said, what do you need me to do? Because every time he tells me he need me to do something, I go ahead and do it because it helps my business. And he said, I need you to lift your table up. You got your table too low. People are looking down and they're not looking at you with the coffee. They're looking down and they're talking to you. So they might look down and pick something up and be like, hey, so you roast your coffee, huh? And they're talking to you, but they're not talking to you. They're talking to the coffee. And you want them to talk to you. I need you to lift your table up a little bit. I said, that's a good idea. I'm lifting my table up a little bit. So I lift my table up this week. He said, I need you to frame your face when you lift your table up. I need you to have your products around you, but I need you to have them kind of around your face where when they're talking to you, wherever they're looking at, you're framed out by your products. So I took the little stands I had and I put my coffee products here and here on the stand. And then I had some products down low, kind of laying down. And for those of you who don't know, if you have a Keurig, and you buy a bag of coffee from me, you get a free Keurig, you get a free reusable Keurig cup, little K-cup, right? So I got the K-cups in front of me, and I got my coffee, framing my face. And I did that. I said, okay, I'll do that too. So then he says, and I need you to get a greeter. And I need you to have a solid sampler. And I said, oof, that's a rough one, right? And we had that conversation. So I'm listening to everything he said. I'm cool. And then I go see my other brother, the one I talked about last week. I always talk about him. I'm not gonna tell him his name because he's a private brother, but he's a wonderful, wonderful spirit. I call this brother my business manager because I go to him every week and I tell him how things went. And we talk about strategies on getting better and getting bigger. And he's very much into what I really want to do, which is to grow enough to buy my own I want to buy a pallet or a flat of coffee on my own because it will really help my business. So I go to him and he goes, "Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Iris. I'll be right with you, honey." But I go to him and I talk to him and I'm like, "Listen, this is what the other guy said." And he's like, "Yep. And I need you to hire a greeter." I was like, "Hire a greeter?" And hiring a greeter is a lot. Like, we can talk about hiring a greeter, but right now, me and my kids, we are the only ones working here. Chef, I'm gonna get to you. Stay still. I ain't fooling with you. Don't you go nowhere else. Hire a greeter. And so I had to really like think about it. Like, yeah, we get our little pocket money or whatever outside of what I gotta use to order coffee, but damn, to hire a greeter is gonna hurt my feelings, right? So instead, I just decided to hire a greeter. So this week I hired a greeter, and I mean, I hired a young man. He came to me through Facebook, which, you know, I put the little job up. Few people shared the thing, put the job up, and he came in, and this man was just a ball of fire. He laughed with everybody. He joked with everybody. He held that little tray I bought me a little no-slip tray, and he held the tray up, and people were walking to the counter going, "I don't know where you got him from, but you need to keep him." And I'm like, "Oh my God, my greeter's doing a damn thing. Look at that." And it just changed the trajectory of my sales. And let me tell you how, when I bring, because you know I'm always going to bring the creator and I'm always going to bring some motivational stuff in here. It was about listening and having the faith in it anyway. Having the faith anyway. Making sure that you follow directions from people who you trust and having the faith anyway. And let me tell you why. This week, Soda City was kind of whack. It was not packed. It was kind of packed. But how I gauge the room is the people next to me sell Venezuela empanadas and arepas. And they have a line from 9:30 to 1 o'clock. And Soda City opens at 9 to close at 1. And they have a line. I'm talking about 20, 30 people waiting for arepas and empanadas. And the lady that runs that had like 2-3 times where she was on break. She was just cleaning, wiping, waiting for people. That's how slow it was at Soda City. But we still sold solid. Why? Because I had a greeter. Right? So I had a greeter. So it hurt, that there wasn't a lot of people. It hurt that I thought, oh God, I got to pay this man per hour. Oh my God. But I needed somebody to stand out there solid, hold these samples, and be ready. And so this week's story, the moral of this story is you got to listen. You have to be willing. You have to be prayed up and know that the day is going to be beautiful anyway. And I have the rest of this story. And please, don't nobody let me forget the rest of this story in a minute. Because I'm going to tell the rest of the story in a second. Because there's a big surprise that happened at the end. But for right now, I would love to bring on my boy, Chef Hector. You guys who are not on Instagram, you'll hear his voice. I'm hoping Chef Hector comes on in. There he is. There he is. Hey, Sunshine.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. How about you?
I can't complain. What they say down south, every day above ground is a blessed day, right?
Every day above ground is a blessed day. I met Chef Hector, y'all, over at Soda City. He's a blessing, wonderful spirit, go-getting guy. Tell me about your company.
The Bodega Kitchen. I had a food truck. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm not going to the back. If you need me, just call me, okay? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm actually at work, so I just had to tell my wait staff. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I had a food truck right on North Main, selling Spanish food. I'm Afro-Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm a sous chef, pastry chef, baker at Whiskey Kitchen.
Okay.
And just trying to do my own pop-ups, just doing pop-ups right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. One thing that I loved about your spirit, first of all, you being Afro-Latinx, or Afro-Puerto Rican, like you said. I love your spirit. I love your go-getter style. But one thing that you came to me and you said we need to get together and do this. Tell,
Facts,
you know,
facts,
you said that we need to get together and do some pop-ups together and work together as a team and really build something when it
yeah,
comes
facts.
to what we could be doing in the culture for the culture. And
Yeah,
I'd love to talk about that a little bit if you would.
facts. Well, you know, it's like you said, it's for the culture. At the end of the day, you know, every pillar of society is corrupted, and you know, every pillar of society, we Africans had a hand in it, and you know, and that's in everything, especially food. You know, and it's one of those things. Like I said, I don't say I have a chip on my shoulder, but I do. You know, and be quite frank with you, you know, I'm just sick and tired of you know, a lot of you know. Our people that look like us not getting enough credit.
Yeah.
You know, black and brown is not getting enough credit. You know, you go down to the restaurants in Charleston, shit. Excuse my language. You go to restaurants in anywhere. You know, always got the, you know, the head chef Caucasian. You know, and the people in the back are black and brown. And you know, we not getting our just due. And like I said, I want to work with fellow people that look like me, black and brown. And just have some dope, you know, just have some that expresses us, that shows us, you know, how cool we are, you know, because at the end of the day, we cool ass people.
We are cool ass people. We are cool ass people, aren't we?
Yeah, you know, hey, us black and brown people, you know, everybody wants to, I think Paul Mooney has said it, everybody wants to be us, but don't want to be us.
Everybody want to be us, but don't want to be us.
So you know, so people take that as, you know, grain of salt, or however you want to take it. But like I said, I really want to get, you know, a renaissance down here. You know, black and brown. You know, maybe do pop-ups every month and do 6-course meals or something. You know, my background is you know, fine dining. Studying in Italy and France for multiple years, and I just want something really, really good for our people that. You know, they just showcase us.
I love it.
Yeah, and have everything black and brown on from the produce, from the proteins, from African American brown farmers, from even the damn plateware.
Everything.
Content.
I love it.
You know, a black and brown, you know, person that makes plateware. You know, to just like I said, just knock it out the park. I want somebody dope for the culture.
I love it.
And especially in the culinary scene, you know, it's boring down here, and it needs some, it needs some shaking up.
Yes, it needs some love. It needs some love and some shaking up. I really think that you can do that. I just wanted to bring you on here to tell you that I really appreciate meeting you. I know we're gonna do some work together. You know where I'm at. Anytime you're ready to get started, let's get started. I'd love to sit down with some other people and actually get started on that conversation because we really do need to go ahead and do that. If it's nothing but one pop-up, let's see what pops. Let's see what happens, you know?
Well, with that, I mean, I got logistics and everything. I got a place. I got multiple places where we can have it at. So it's just one of those things that, you know, I need to get off my lazy butt and go ahead and knock it out. So I want to be sooner later. I want it sometime before the summer's over with.
Yeah.
Before the summer's over with, we got to knock it out.
Before the summer's over with, we got to knock it out. We got all of August. We got time. We got time. We got time. We got all of August. And we got, if we did it the last week in August, we got 6 weeks to prepare. It ain't no problem. It's nothing. What else we doing today?
You should swing by tomorrow. Like I said, I made my flan. You know, me being a pastry chef, you know, flan is my grandmother's recipe.
Yes.
That's my number one recipe. And I use your espresso beans. So what I did was, I can't tell all my secrets, but, you know, I let the coffee beans, I think it's the Ethiopian ones, steep overnight in some heavy cream and some other spices and stuff. And people are loving it. So it's espresso flan.
Are you telling me that Haiku Coffee is in the dessert bar at Whiskey?
Facts. And check my IG. And I already served 9 people already. And I went up to them.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, you know, we got to help each other out. You know, at the end of the day, it's
I'm a crybaby. Don't talk to me that way.
No, I'm there. Check the IG out.
I'm a crybaby. Don't talk to me that way.
You and your girl swing by tomorrow, and I'll let you guys try it. I mean, it's. But I got to get out of here. I love all these.
What time are you there?
I'm there from 9 in the morning to. Just give me a call because I'm actually off tomorrow, but I like to come and my dessert, give me a call, and I'll have one waiting on you.
I'm going to inbox you for your phone number, and we will be there tomorrow.
Facts. All right, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're going to have to hit the X button because I'm scared to hit the X button. All right, my love. Oh, my God. Yo, Haiku Coffee is at the Whiskey Bar, downtown Columbia. Today is something. Today is something. Today is something. I'm not going to cry. You are. I ain't crying. I'm not crying. I ain't going to cry. Oh! Hey, Jamal. Hey, sweetheart. Listen. I promise y'all, that is such a freaking blessing, yo. I just met this chef. He just walked up to me, him and his son, such a beautiful spirit and such a ball of light. And we just had a great conversation, and it was just beautiful. And yeah, you never know, though. You never know, though. You never know. You never know. I give thanks. You never know. I wanted to finish the story about me having my greeter out there. So I had my greeter, and God, that was beautiful. I had my greeter out there, and I gotta text my girl and let her know. And had my greeter, and my girl, and one of my mentors. I have mentors. I have plenty of mentors because I believe in listening to not only your elders but your peers. So I have some that are my peers and some of them that are my elders. And one of my elder mentors from the poetry world came to see me. She texted me. She said, "Hey, what's up? Where you at?" And I was like, "I'm at 1401 Main." And y'all know 1401 Main is where you can find Haiku Coffee at Soda City. And she said, "What's going on, Jay Remington? How are you?" And so my mentor said, you up there? I said, "Yeah." She said, "You out of coffee yet?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, I'm coming now." So she shows up, and we hug, and we have a great little talk, just a mini talk. And she was like, "This is the most loving thing ever. I love this. I love this." And she's such a spirit. And then she came over and she hugged my daughters, and she said, "Thank you so much. Give thanks, Jay Remington." She said, told my girls how much she's proud of them and everything. And hey, Auntie, hey, Alice. My Auntie Alice is here. Hey, Sunshine. And she just told me how much she loved me and my daughters, and told them how great they are doing. And so we talked a little bit more, and she was getting ready to leave. She turned around, she said, "Hey, how many more bags of coffee you got?" We were about 45 minutes away from closing, And like I told y'all, it was a light day. It was a light day. Now, we were steady. And one person came up and, oh, God, I got to go back to that one. But we were steady, but it wasn't packed. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I got about 10 bags left. She said, 10 bags. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Ring them up." I said, "You going to buy all my coffee?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm going to buy all your coffee. Ring it all up." I can't even tell you. I was like, oh my God, because it was the second time that day that a lot of coffee was sold. I'll tell you about the first time in a moment. But it was the second time today that a lot of coffee was sold. So I ring up all 10 bags, and I'm like, Naja, my daughter, I'm like, "Naja, get up and get Miss Nikki a bag. Let's go, get her bag." And she goes to get her bag, and she goes, "I don't want them." I said, "You don't want them?" She said, "No." She said, "If you see somebody who you want to bless them with them. And if you want to sell them again, sell them again. I just wanted to give to you because I love you so much, and I believe in you and the girls." That, such a blessing. Such a blessing. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Coffee is not the only thing that feeds me and my children. Right now I'm looking for a part-time job because I've got to do, more to make sure that me and my children are all right. And I'm coming up with programs with my coffee company where people can invest in the coffee company and also get something back, which right now we're working on that. But for somebody to do that meant that I could actually pay my daughters, right? So I paid my greeter and I paid my daughters, and we didn't lose sales. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. This is all about listening. Just listening. Just listening to the mentors in your life that want good for you. Listening to the people in your life that know more than you on a certain subject. Because I've worked in retail before. But for somebody to tell me how to set my table up and how to lift my table up and how to be more present with my customers. For somebody to tell me to make sure I get a greeter, though I can't afford one right now. But the one that I picked was so wonderful. So wonderful, the greeter that I chose. And then at the end of that, to have somebody come up and walk up and buy 10 bags of coffee, which what I left out was earlier, somebody walked up to me and said, hey, you remember me from last week? I said, yeah, I remember you with you and your mom. Your God is good. And favorite it is mine. Thank you, Iris. I said, yeah, I remember you and your mom. And she goes, I'm moving to Florida next week. I need to buy bags for my family. I said, bags for your family? She was like, yeah. I said, well, how many bags you want? She said, 7. We had just got there. It was 10:15. 7 bags of coffee gone immediately. Like, it was such a great day, and it was slow. And we were short selling out of 10 bags, but we sold out. But we sold out, but we didn't sell out. But we sold out. We came home with 4 more bags of coffee. And so another friend of mine came up to see me and said, oh, I wanted to buy your coffee, but I got to run back and get my purse. She said, my purse is 2 blocks back with my husband. He's at another table. Here. My mentor bought that for you already. Here you go. Somebody walked by. I got to come back next week because I really don't have it this week. Here. I was able to give coffee away. And that's she told me, she said, give it away or sell it again. I was able to sell coffee again. I was able to give coffee away. And I was just blessed enough to pay people. It's not much, but I paid people. So I just wanted to put that out there really and truly because that was a lesson this week. And that was the story this week. That was the moral of that story is to just listen. And when God sends you somebody who knows better than you about what it is that you got to do, you got to go ahead and do it anyway. You don't have time. You do not have time to wait and to waste. You don't have time to wait and to waste. When God gives you something to do and sends it through people who care about you, you got to do it. Even if you think you're not trying to kill it in that. Even if you think you're not going to make it afterwards. Because look at what happened with the day. Had my mentor not come by and bought those 10 bags of coffee, we were still 10 bags on the table. And people were slowing down. Like, some of the people had started, we kind of wrap up. You can't wrap up early in Soda City. You get penalized. But people were starting to kind of like close things up and be ready for when it's time to wrap up because it was so slow out there. And somebody came and bought everything and then told me, sell it again, give it away, do what you got to do. And here's the thing, I didn't have enough people coming up to my table to give away more because that's how slow Soda City was this last Saturday. But I wasn't slow. We are blessed. We are blessed. We are blessed, all of us in our lives, to have people to talk to us and give us ideas and give us their take on what it is. And we have to have the discernment to know who is talking to us and know whether that person is really for us or really like, we talk about the crabs in the barrel, but I'm not going to give that any energy today. When we know who we're talking to is definitely a plus and a wonderful person in our lives and wants the best for us, we got to learn how to listen and just do it, because it literally could be God sending an interpreter. Been trying to tell you to do something, you ain't listening, so I'm going to send you somebody. And I absolutely love that. I love that. And that's the lesson this week. I want to take a moment and give a shout out to my girl who's in the room, Iris Garrett. Iris, the Bling Queen, part of Team Fig. How you doing, Black Phoenix? Oh my God, there you are. Hey, darling. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Black Phoenix is in the IG room. Y'all definitely give him a shout. Definitely go see him. He's our first poetry ambassador. He was my first one that believed in me enough to give me his words. We're getting ready to switch to the new one, but he was the one that held us down in the beginning. Black Phoenix Poet on IG. Y'all go follow him. He's a haiku master. Wonderful man, wonderful man. But Iris, the Bling Queen Garrett, is in here. Iris, you going live tonight? Iris goes live with her paparazzi jewelry every week. She is a go-getter and a hustler, and I love to be in her presence. We're always coming up with different ideas together. Iris and I will be launching something a little bit later on in the year, probably right after the summer, I think. We're going to be launching something really big and really beautiful and spiritual for your soul. She's another sister of mine. She's a sister in Christ and a sister of mine that just loves to build and hustle, and that's what I love. I have to give a shout out to my Aunt Alice in here, my Aunt Alice Singleton in here, who loves me like my mother would love me all the time, and comes to see me and comes to make sure that I'm all right, and sends me memes every morning to make sure that I know that I'm loved. I love you too, hunty. Iris, I know you're in pain. If you don't feel like doing it tonight, you know, if I was there, I'd put that jewelry up. I wouldn't know what I'm doing with the numbers and the jewelry, but I would act like I did, and I could DJ for you. But if you got to take a night, take one, you know. I'm gonna tell a funny story, and then I gotta go. Y'all gotta listen to this funny story. So a friend of mine put on her Facebook page that somebody sent her a message saying, "Hey, you told me yesterday you were busy." This is for you, Iris. The story's for you. So you told me you were busy, and she said, "Hey girl," and my friend said, "Hey girl, hey girl, back." She was like, "I thought you said you was busy today." She was like, "I am. Why?" She sent her a paragraph. "If you didn't want to do my hair today, all you had to do was tell me you didn't want to do my hair today. You told me you were too busy to work with me today and that you were unavailable. But I saw you at Wild Wings. Oh, at Buffalo Wild Wings. I saw you at Buffalo Wild Wings today at lunchtime, just eating and laughing and joking with your friends. You could have told me that you really just didn't want to do my hair today." So she put it on her page to say that, what do y'all think about this? This happens to me. People think that because I'm on Facebook, they can just DM me right then. Like if they see me on Facebook at 1 o'clock in the morning, they just talk to me. Now this friend of mine, she's an author. Her book and her program has been on Good Morning America. She's very, very famous local artist. But she also does, when she's home, yeah, right, that was being busy. When she's home, she does different things to keep her business, her other hustles moving, to keep money in her pocket when she's not doing something else with her book and with her doll and her campaign. I wrote something back, and I was like, I'm not busy anymore, and I don't want you as my client anymore. If I'm in a hammock, swinging, drinking mint julep, and on Black Twitter, just scrolling, that means I'm unavailable. And if you're going to judge whether or not that is good enough for you, then I don't need you as my customer. If you're going to judge whether or not this thing that I'm doing right now is a good enough excuse for you not to get your hair done, if you're judging whether or not I'm supposed to be doing your hair, first of all, why would you want my hands in your hair if I really wanted to be at Buffalo Wild Wings? You wouldn't want me to do your hair and put my energy on your energy if I really wanted to be somewhere else. You don't know what kind of hairstyle you'll end up getting. But more importantly, unavailable is just plain unavailable. It's not for you to know, not for you to see. And I think in this era of social media, we think we're supposed to be accountable to people just because we see them on Facebook or we see them on IG, and we just call them. You know, which back in the day, you know, you should just call somebody. But the beauty about back in the day is, number one, there was a busy signal, meaning even if I took my phone off the hook, for some of you youngins out there, you might not know it, but back in the day, people would just pick their phone handle off the hook and put the phone down next to it, so nobody would call them, or unplug their phone so nobody would call them. And that meant I'm busy. But these days, you can see when I'm online. So you think that because you see I'm online, you can just press the button and just call me. Crazy. I said all that to say, Iris Garrett, the Bling Queen, you are the Bling Queen. Maybe take a night and move your jewelry to tomorrow, And we can see you live tomorrow night because you are the bling queen. And when you say move, we move. Just like that. You thought you was going to get away with no hip-hop reference. You know I'm not going to go without a whole hip-hop quote before the night is over. Without a line from a hip-hop song. Sweet Success Bakery 803. It is. That was being busy. Me doing whatever it is that I was doing. You should have walked up to me and said hi. And said we still good for tomorrow. That would have kept the relationship going, isn't it? Wouldn't it have? But that's just how it goes. Anyway. Yes, Iris, that was me fussing at you big sister style. I'm glad you recognize. I'm glad you respect it. If it's got to be tomorrow night, it's got to be tomorrow night. The bling queen needs to sit her behind down somewhere. Anyway, I just wanted to come in here and tell y'all the story for the week. We're about to wrap up. I absolutely love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank y'all for continuing to support. Tonight, I'm going to be launching, and I'll put it in here when I do it, I'm going to be launching the page to announce our new poetry ambassador. His name is Blues Rogers. We again want to thank Black Phoenix for being one of our ambassadors, and we're going to leave his page up just so y'all can make sure that y'all can continue to connect with him, because the poems that he wrote me were beautiful, and I always want to have them. I'm trying to connect with a t-shirt company, an e-commerce t-shirt company that works a little bit better than the one I had. Because the one I have, they aggravate me. They make me itch. But we're trying to work on that. And that way we'll keep the poems going. And other than that, y'all just pray for me this week. We got new things to do this week. We got new coffee coming out, I think, next week. Putting a blend together for a friend. And we got that new coffee coming out next week. And but this week on Saturday, we'll be back there in Soda City. I want to pray for those of you who have lost loved ones this week. My cousin Sean lost his mom. My Aunt Diane passed away this weekend. And I wanted to just kind of give her a little love and do a rest in peace for her. And send my love to my cousin Sean, because nothing like losing a mother. Nothing like losing a mother. And just wanted to put that out there. Y'all keep your prayers up for my cousin S.J. Jones. And I'm praying for all of your businesses. I'm praying for you, Sweet Success Bakery. I'm praying for you, Black Phoenix. I'm praying for you, Bugsy. I'm definitely praying for you, Josephus. I'm praying for all of you guys to continue to do great stuff. There's Marissa, the Bling Goddess. Marissa Dickens, the Bling Goddess. Also, Paparazzi Jewelry. Check out the Bling Goddess. Y'all go hit Marissa up. Make sure you do. They got jewelry for all your occasions. And I absolutely love them both. They are both my sisters in this hustle. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I love y'all. There's nothing you can do about it. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful week. Sweet success. Make sure you inbox me. Let's get together. Let's talk about some things and chop some things up. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for the love. Bye-bye.